Andrew here, Sterilizer Autoclave Solutions, 704-966-1650, option 3 for free technical support. So right now we will go over error code C575. Vent mode, steam temp over limit. Okay, steam temperature exceeds 284 during vent mode. Okay, so the sterilizer is unlevel is a possible cause. Verify support surface is level. Verify water on all sides of chamber are equal. Place sterilizer on a level support surface is the action. Okay, so as you can see, we're on a flat level surface. You can take a level, run it across the front of the desk and then across the back and eyeball it, make sure it's level. Otherwise, temp sensor is malfunctioning. There could be residue buildup on the temp sensor probe. It could be that things are clogging, touching, crowding the temp sensor itself. So the temp sensor is right in the back center, right here. If you stuff all these trays and you stuff all this stuff on top of it in there, smash it all, it could crowd that, it could sit on it, give funky readings. So let's pull all the instruments out, hit the stop button, clear it, let it cool for a little bit and run another cycle. During that cycle, what we're gonna look for is we are gonna look for pressure leaks. There's a lot of places that it could have pressure leaks. One is the door gasket. So here's your door gasket. It says that it should be replaced annually, but based on my experiences, they should be replaced probably quarterly or every 2 or 3 months, depending on cycle usage. You should always have a backup. They get real hot. This chamber right here gets super hot. Sometimes this will melt on there. But basically, you're gonna wanna make sure that the gasket's seated properly all the way around. You're gonna wanna make sure that you have a ring. If you don't have a ring, that allows for the gasket to basically contract and shrink, and then it'll be bouncing around. You'll be leaking all over the place. So that could be a place for leaks. You could be leaking at the fill or the vent valve. If you take the cover off and we run an empty cycle, which I don't expect you to do, but if you wanted to, you could then see these things failing in action if they were bad. So if the fill valve is failing while it's heating up, you'll see bubbles in the bottom of the reservoir. If the vent valve is failing as it's heating up, then you'll see water spitting out of the condenser coil. So those are 2 valves that could be failing for this particular error. Also, there's an air vent bellows in the back here. There's another valve right here that purges the chamber as the unit heats up and boils the water. That could be failing. So it could be any number of different areas. There are rectifiers on these. These are new, so they don't have them, or brand new, I should say, but there are past models that did have the rectifier. Basically, if we determine that the rectifier is bad, you can buy that, or you could just buy the newer version, which has a built-in rectifier inside of it. That could be it. So, door dam gasket we checked. The rectifiers we just talked about. Fill vent valve solenoid we talked about as well. Leaking or defective air valve, that's the one back here. And then you also have the pressure relief valve, which is right here. If you pull on that, sometimes they stick open and they will leak out the bottom there. So we got 575, covered the pressure leaks. 575 continued. Okay, more pressure leaks. Fill valve again, check for water leaking back into the reservoir through the fill line. So we're gonna have to take the cover off to do that. If you wanna do that, let's talk about it. Leaking or defective air valve we talked about. Pressure transducer tubing. This is also an issue. Happens to us all the time when we're testing them. Maybe we forget to hook it up and it's just blowing steam out the side here. Or it's dripping, or if you don't tighten the zip ties, it could be leaking there. Also, the positioning is very key. You got to leave it in this positioning. It should not be pointing down that way. I mean, horizontal is okay, and I wouldn't say that that's causing all the errors, but then we will adjust it to here. So that's because this is what reads the, converts the steam into an electrical signal and shows you on the screen here. So, okay, so that's pretty much it. Oh, one more thing. Fittings underneath the belly of the machine. There's one that comes out of the chamber that could be leaking. So if you're seeing puddles underneath there, there's fittings in the back here behind this valve manifold. So again, that was Charlie 575. If you like this video, please share it. Subscribe to our channel for more Midmark errors, as well as all other autoclave error codes and maintenance and whatever. Have a great day.